If you want to get on board the Madrid Metro train entering the station right now, you will need a tarjeta multi, a multi-card. On the metro or buses in Madrid, you pay for your trips with a tarjeta multi. From now on, we will call it multi-card. For those who live in Madrid or visit the city continuously like us, the card is no mystery. But in today's video, we've made an effort to put ourselves in the mindset of first-time visitors to Madrid to share everything you need to know to make the most of the multi-card. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, I am Tony Galvez from Road Trip Spain and Portugal and Travel Guide Spain and Portugal, where we help you plan the perfect trip with practical information, insider tips, and our self-guided tours. Today we're talking about Madrid's multi-card. The multi-card is a kind of prepaid card that allows you to store your Madrid public transport tickets. Think of it as a kind of electronic wallet where you keep the tickets you buy to be used during your stay in Madrid. In the same way that when you leave the house, you keep cash notes in your wallet, although with the use of electronic means of payment this is becoming less and less frequent, you do the same thing with a multi-card. Here you keep your banknotes, here you keep your transport tickets. And just as with an empty wallet you don't buy anything, with an empty multi-card you don't travel anywhere. You need to have a multi-card because in Madrid there are no paper tickets, with one exception which we will talk about later. The only way to carry your tickets is the multi-card. Are you going to use Madrid's public transport? You need a multi-card. Among the features of the multi-card, we would like to highlight two. It's a multi-person card, which means it can be used by one or more people. In other words, you only need one multi-card for you and your traveling companions. With a single card, you pay for the journeys of everyone who is traveling with you as long as there is credit on the card. And it is a rechargeable card. As soon as you run out of credit, or even before that, you can load more tickets onto the card, so there is no need to buy a new card. The Tarjeta Multi costs today €2.50 and is valid for 10 years from the date of purchase. This amount is non-refundable. In other words, at the end of your trip, you won't be able to return the card and claim the money back. Don't throw it away. If you return to Madrid within 10 years, the card will still be valid. In Madrid, unlike in Barcelona, the different transport systems are not integrated, which means that there are different types of tickets for different types of transport. If you're in Madrid to do some sightseeing, you can use the multi-card to pay for your journeys on the Madrid Metro, where there is no other way to validate your trips, pay for your journeys on Madrid city buses, where you could also buy the ticket directly from the driver, a paper ticket but with a higher price, and pay for your journeys on Madrid's trains, but attention, only if you have a multi-card loaded with an abono turístico, which is an unlimited transport pass about which we have a video on our channel. With an abono turístico, a tourist ticket to travel on Madrid's trains, for example to get out of the airport, you will need a different card called Renfe Y2, which we talked about in the video about getting out of the airport. In a multi-card, you can carry a single metro ticket valid for a single metro journey. You can carry a maximum of 10 single tickets on a single multi-card. Attention, they must be used on the day of purchase, and the price depends on the number of stations you are traveling through. A Metrobús 10 journeys, which is used to make 10 trips by metro or bus. You can carry a maximum of 2 Metrobús 10 journeys on a single multi-card, which means you'll carry credits for 20 journeys on the metro or the buses. The Billete Suplemento Aeropuerto, which is a compulsory surcharge that you must pay each time you use the metro to enter or leave Madrid airport. It must be used on the day of purchase. and the Abono Turistico, which is the tourist ticket, which is an unlimited transport pass that already has a video on the channel, as we've just mentioned. In the video, we explain how when you buy a tourist ticket, you don't pay for the multi-card, it's free. It's important to realize that the tourist ticket is valid per natural day and not per 24-hour period. If you start using a 24-hour tourist ticket at 4 p.m., it will only be valid until the end of that day. Both the single ticket and the Metrobus 10 trips loaded onto your multi-card only become invalid when there is a change in fares. As long as this doesn't happen, you can continue using your credits. We'll put the updated price of the tickets we've just talked about in the video description. There are two tickets that you cannot carry on the multi-card: the single ticket for the bus, which you buy from the driver, and the single ticket for the train, which you buy from the ticket machines at the railway stations. You will buy your multi-card and load it with tickets using the automatic ticket vending machines you will find in all metro stations. Let's go close to one of them. Tap on the screen and, if necessary, select the language of your choice. The instructions are available in Spanish, English, French and German. The usual thing is for the instructions to appear initially in Spanish, so we choose English. On the next screen, you will see two options: insert your transport card and purchase transport card. If you don't have a card, choose the purchase transport card option. When you top up your card, and we will see that in a minute, you have to choose the insert your card option. Now choose the type of ticket you want to load onto your multi-card. The 10 journey ticket is the best ticket for those visiting Madrid, which is why we are going to choose this option in our purchase simulation. Choose 10 journey and tap on accept. Within the family of 10 journey ticket, there are several types. The one we think is the best is the Metrobus 10 journey ticket, the option chosen by default. Tap on accept. On the next screen, confirming your purchase, you should see at the top the total amount to be paid. Underneath, the cost of the multi-card, €2.50, and the cost of the ticket you are loading onto it. Metrobus 10 journey ticket, right now €6.10. You will have to select whether you want an invoice or not. Now you can choose whether to pay for the purchase with your credit card, with banknotes or with coins. When the purchase is complete, the machine will dispense your multi-card and the change, if you paid with cash, into an opening at the bottom of the machine, and the card will appear loaded with the ticket you have bought, ready to be used. When you've run out of credit on your card, you'll need to top it up to continue traveling around. Actually, you don't have to wait till you have run out of credit. You can do it before. The process is very easy. On the home screen, after choosing the English language version, you will select Insert your transport card. Insert your card in the place indicated on the right hand side of the machine. You will have to select whether you want an invoice or not. The rest of the ticket purchase process is identical to the one described earlier. The only difference is that you will not pay for the multi-card, as you already have one and just need to top it up. Don't forget to get the card back from the reader once you finish purchasing the ticket. The multi-card is a contactless card. To validate your trips on the metro and gain access to the stations, bring your card close to the reader. In the case of several people traveling together with just the one multi-card, the simplest strategy is for one person to stand in front of the reader. That person validates a trip and let one person in, repeats that as many times as necessary, and enter at the last place after validating their own ticket. Each time you approach your card to the reader, a trip will be discounted. On the bus, touch your card to the reader next to the driver when you board. If you are traveling with several people, touch the card as many times as there are people traveling with you. A green light and a sound indicate that the validation has been carried out correctly. To validate your journeys on Madrid's free bus lines, and don't miss our video on line 001, you need to have some credit on your card. A card with no credits left will not validate your journey, but do not not worry, if you do not have credits on your card, ask the driver for a free ticket as explained in the video just mentioned. When you leave a metro station or get off a bus, you don't need to validate your ticket again. In the case of the metro, the doors will open automatically as you approach them. It is important to be aware of your travel balance so that you don't run out of tickets when you're about to board a bus. When you validate a journey, the machine quickly shows the remaining balance on the card. On the images, the metro screen shows I have 4 trips left, while the bus reader shows I have 2 trips left. But if you cannot read the information, it goes really quickly, you can go to a metro machine, select the English language version, insert the card, indicate you don't want an invoice, and you will see the balance on the screen. We've shown you how to buy the multi-card, how to top it up, and how to check your balance at the machines that are in almost every station on the Madrid Metro network. However, there are some more modern machines, like the ones we are showing you now, where the purchase process is slightly different, although it's easy to understand. If the old machines are replaced by the modern ones, we'll make a new video explaining how the modern ones work. But for now, we don't want your head to spin with so many alternatives, so we'll just stick to the machines you are most likely to find. And that's all you need to know to make the most of your Tarjeta Multi during your stay in Madrid. A final hot tip if you are heading to Madrid: check out our Madrid walking tours at Travel Guides Spain and Portugal. They are electronic guides designed to help you save time and money while in the capital of Spain. On our collection of self-guided walking tours, we have put all our knowledge about Madrid to create optimized itineraries ready to use that will save you hours of research. If you still have any questions or comments on the subject of the video, please feel free to ask down in the commentary box. And if you are thinking of visiting Madrid, you are probably wondering what mistakes I should avoid when visiting the Spanish capital. We've made a video in which we've put together the most important mistakes to ensure a perfect stay in Madrid. We are heading to that video where we are waiting for you.